Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. My name is Allie. If you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you go. Today we have a special guest. Say hi. Yeah. We're kind of wearing matching shirts. Mine says Mama, hers says Babe. It's super soft. I love it. I got it for Mother's Day from Aspen & Company. If you're wondering, I'll link them down below. But today's video is going to be all about breastfeeding. So I'm going to try my best to just give out like good tips and tricks that helped me when I first started breastfeeding. So I've been breastfeeding for 9 months. She's 9 months and I'm trying to make it to a year. If you're pregnant, about to be a new mom, then hopefully this is helpful for you. I know I looked up a lot of videos and got help from doctors, lactation consultants and all that, but it's also nice to hear like someone's like personal experience, just so it's not all like doctor tells you this person tells you this person tells you that, but like personal experience helps too. So the first thing we're going to talk about is latch. I didn't realize how hard it was to get your baby to latch. It's especially like at the very beginning, like when they're fresh out of the womb. Like they'll be like looking for the nipple, but your latch needs to be good for them to be able to suck the milk and get enough. And it's really hard for some babies, and like it was hard for her because she was so small and like yeah, she was just not very, I guess not very strong. But what they told me is to point the nose up, because if they get a latch and their neck is down, then they're not gonna like no one likes to eat like that, so they're not gonna be like getting a good latch and like enough milk, like sucking out enough milk. So yeah, I have some notes here that I'm going to be staring at, so hopefully this won't be a long video, but I'm just going to try to make it quick. Anyways, so with latch, make sure like their nose is kind of pointed like up, and like you point your nipple like towards their nose, so then when they latch, they're like they kind of like put it in and then they go. So then it's easier for them to like, it's opened up and it's easier for them to latch. And it hurt, and it hurts at first, and that's completely normal. Don't let anyone tell you that it's not supposed to hurt. Like it's new. Like your baby is learning and you're learning, and your nipples have never experienced that before. It's normal for it to hurt for a little bit. It's normal for it to crack and for it to get chapped. So what helped me with the chapped and cracked nipples was breast milk. Like just like kind of just put it on there, let it air dry, and it helps just feel a little bit better after. And also this lanolin, I can never say it, lanolin tender care. If from Medela, it was like $6, and like it's been 9 months and I used it the first 3 months, and this is what it looks like. And it helps a lot, and it's safe for them to like suck on it. And like I also put it on her chapped lips when her lips were really chapped. So yeah, it's all natural ingredients, soothing relief for sore nipples, so that really helped. What also helped was the Medela Tender Care Hydrogel pads. That's what they look like. So basically it's like instant relief, and this helped so much after she nursed, and like they would feel like they were burning. This was like the first 3 or 4 weeks, and after she nursed, you like take the cover off, and then you kind of wet it underwater, and then cold water, because cold is the best, and then you kind of just place them on there and they stick, and it's like instant cooling relief, and it feels so good, especially after like a long nursing session. Yeah, the only thing about this one is that it's not safe for them to like, after like you peel them off, it's not safe for them to like kind of suck on them. So you have to like, before she wants to nurse, I would always take it off and just use like a wet washcloth and kind of wipe that stuff off. So another thing that helps a lot is having a nursing pillow, especially for me because I had a C-section. I know that like it was hard for me to like keep holding her and like using all that like core strength and muscle like that you don't really have after you give birth. I just I used this one. Just goes around. I don't know what she's doing back there, girl. It just goes around, and like my scar is so low that this is like kind of up, so then I would just be able to place her, and like especially those beginning weeks when like it hurts and you're uncomfortable, and for me, I was recovering from C-section, I would get so tense up here and like hold her like this, and like by the end of the day I was like so sore. So like just having this, I could just like relax and like just kind of like hold her with my hand here and like have her nurse, or you know. So this was really helpful, or even just a regular pillow would work. So yeah. Also, nursing bras, I do not like those clippy nursing bras. Those are the most annoying things in the whole world. Just get one that slides to the side or bottom, but like ones with clips, it just like takes so much time and effort, especially when you're first breastfeeding, learning how to do all that, and your baby's learning and you're learning. It's just like, and they're crying and you get stressed like trying to clip that thing out. It's just so annoying. So try to get one that, oh gosh, girl, you're about to knock over the camera. Hi! Just try to get one that slides to the side, or just kind of slides but still has like support, because the clippy ones, they don't help at all. I mean, I did wear them when I was like first starting to breastfeed, but then I quickly learned that they're not that great. So the clippy ones just not helping. The ones that slide are just so much easier and convenient, so you can just be like slide instead of like trying to clip it all back on. So yeah, that was a lot more useful and convenient for me. So breast pads. So when I did not know this, when you produce your milk, you're always producing milk, and occasionally you will get letdowns. Some people feel them and some people don't, but my letdowns, it's just like a release of milk, and your boobs just fill up even more with milk. They were super tingly and like pokey and sharp, and they hurt so bad. And during those letdowns, some milk will leak out of your nipples. So I started to leak really early in my pregnancy with colostrum. I was like 15 weeks when I first leaked, and I just started to leak more and more from then on. And then when I had her, I just leaked milk all the time. So I started to use the Lancinol, or I don't know how to say it. Lancinol disposable breast pads, and the Medela disposable breast pads, because during those letdowns, I would just like, you don't want your shirt and like your bra to get all milky and gross. Plus, dried up breast milk just has like the worst smell, so try to wear. Oh, you guys have something to say? You want to say hi again? So, yeah, try to use a breast pad. Then I switched to reusable because I was using them so much, and I feel like reusable, you could save so much money. It's literally called breastpads.com, and you get like these kinds in like shapes, many different colors and designs. They're all the same shape, obviously, and they're so like absorbent. Like, they're not like thick material, but they're so good, and like it just catches all the milk. And I still wear them, and you want to play, she wants to play with them, and they're just so good. I will link these down below also, because I was so impressed by how well these worked. These are so worth it. I'm pretty sure that on their website they have like promo codes and like coupons that you can use, so you don't like have to pay a ton of money for them. I think I got enough to wear for like a whole week, and then do laundry, and then reuse them that next week. So yeah, they're pretty good. So also, a thing that helped when you're nursing out in public, if you're like me and a little bit shy and you don't want to like expose your boob, then a nursing cover is your friend. First of all, I used this at first. You just kind of like put it over your head, and just, let me just put it on. Do that, and then you put the baby, and I always just kind of like opened it up so she could get some light and air But then I started to hate it because it just, like the clippy nursing bra, it was just too much and there was just too much going on. I hated it. So then I switched to muslin blankets. Muslin blankets are my best friend. They're awesome. I would just kind of put it over my shoulder, stick her here, and you're a little more exposed, but it still covers up. Muslin blankets, you can get them anywhere, Walmart, Target, whatever, wherever you shop. They're very inexpensive and they're super awesome. I love them. You can literally use them for anything, I feel like. I used a Haakaa. So the Haakaa, you basically, with your letdowns, obviously when you're feeding, you're going to have some letdowns on the other boob. So this catches your letdown and you will be amazed how much milk you produce during a feeding, like on the other boob, because like I have filled this up to like the 5 ounce, past the 5 ounce, like in 15 minutes, like because I've like so much letdowns when she's feeding, especially like the morning after, like she sleeps through the night. I will feed her from one boob and then you just kind of like squeeze it and you boop, and it catches all your letdown and it just sticks. I mean, it's not gonna stick now, but it sticks, and it's so awesome. And I've like literally collected so much milk and was able to use it later. This works so well for your letdowns, and yeah, you can just store your milk in those little milk bags and freeze it, use them later, donate them. I've donated to 2 different girls. This thing is just awesome. I love it. I don't know what I would do without it. I remember like the first week when I didn't even know these existed and I was nursing her, I would literally just like put a burp cloth on the other side and just like catch all the letdown, and it would be soaked, and I'd be like, I feel like I'm wasting so much milk. There has to be something to catch all this milk. And Nathan went out and bought this, and the first time I used it, it like filled up 3 ounces, and I was like, what? That is so much milk that is just going to waste if you're not using one of these. It's so awesome. I absolutely love it. I definitely recommend getting a Haakaa if you're going to breastfeed. Also, with breastfeeding comes mastitis occasionally if you overproduce or you somehow get a knot. I had mastitis like 4 times since she was like 5 months old, and I had mastitis like once a month. It was awful. You feel like you have the flu, you have chills, you get fevers, you feel like achy, and you can't just lay in bed and not do anything. You have to take care of your baby. You have to figure out how to like relieve your mastitis. And for me, what helped a lot was the warm showers and like massaging the boob. And I don't know if you guys saw my tips for postpartum hair loss, but that comb, I know this is kind of weird, that comb in the hot water, since it's got so, like, instead of like, I would use my hands, but sometimes I would have so many weird knots that I hated feeling it, so I would use that comb. You could just see the milk like shoot out in the shower after like using that comb, and I would like press really hard because I was trying so hard to get those knots out. Obviously, like any warm compress or like massaging it is going to help get any kind of relief. There it did for me. My last resort was to get antibiotics, so like I tried everything that I could. The ibuprofen, warm compress, warm shower and massage, and pumping after every feeding. Pumping after every feeding is also important because you're probably going to produce more milk, and like when they're done eating, you're not going to like force them to eat some more, so pumping is going to help. So obviously if all of the above doesn't work, then of course you're going to have to go get some antibiotics from the doctor, and of course those help a ton. That was the last thing I did. After the 4th time I got it, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I have tried it all. So yeah, I feel like you should definitely try everything: the warm compress, the pumping, the massage, the feeding, latching as much as possible, even like massaging while they're feeding, like that helps too. I didn't want to go to the doctor every time, so obviously if those don't work, then definitely go to the doctor and get some antibiotics because that is going to help a ton. But yeah, hopefully this video wasn't all over the place. I try to look at my notes, but also try to look at the camera, but I don't know. I'm sorry if this video is all over the place. I hope it has helped anyone out there. Let me know. what your breastfeeding journey was like or is like, and if you are planning to breastfeed, if you are currently pregnant. Okay, you guys have to see this. What are you doing, silly? Okay, I'm sorry. So yeah, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope it helps anyone out there. Make sure you guys subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.